Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy, Tireless Golem, here with another video. And this is going to be a video where I play some games, but I also want to do some talking. So why don't we do a little bit of chit chat? I want to talk about the new update that's going to be coming on the 30th. As you know, there's going to be a new set that's like a deluxe edition where every single pack has 4 cards instead of 5. It's got a guaranteed 4 diamond card, so like an EX or whatever. And it's only going to last a month. So unlike the other sets, it's not going to be something that you can just get in the future. You have to get it like on that month, otherwise it's just gone. So I've got a few mixed feelings about it. Excuse me, I'm still going to be coughing a little bit, so I do apologize for that. But I want to talk a little bit about this. So there's pros and cons to it, right? I'll start with the cons first because people like to end on a good note. The cons are obviously that, you know, it's only going to be available for a limited time. People are not going to be able to buy it in the future. So that means that really, like, if you, like, for me personally, I'm going to be obviously trying to get the set as much as possible. But just know that it's a good chance I'm going to be, you know, opening up packs like nonstop pretty much for that entire month. So not that that's a bad thing per se, but it's just that, like, I would like to have the option to pick it up in the future if I need to. If I ever wanted to, I could go back. Like, the beauty about Space-Time Smackdown, for example, is like I could have a flashback video where I open up packs from that set, like way more into the future. I can go back in time and just open up like these classic sets, right? This is a set that's not going to be like a classic set. It's going to be once and done, and you're just not going to be able to really enjoy opening it up later down the line. Now, there is a rumor, not even a rumor, but it's actually on the announcement that either a set like this or the same set will be available in the future. We're not 100% sure what that means. But basically, there is a chance that they're going to have something like this in the future, basically. Wow, this is a really bad rotation. I'm going to have to bench this card in the back just in case I get knocked out. This is not very good. This is going to tell you right now, it's not looking good for me right now. But yeah, so that's one of the downsides, is that I won't be able to pick up this thing. It's also like catering towards the whole FOMO. If you don't know what FOMO means, it stands for fear of missing out. A lot of different companies do this where, excuse me, where, you know, you have a game like as popular as Pokemon, and they end up doing this thing where it's like, oh, we're gonna have this flash sale, you can only get it for a short period of time, and everyone's just afraid of missing out on it. And so these companies like to you know, hone in on that FOMO and try to get in on it and capitalize on it and try to make as much money as possible. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. It is an interesting business decision. I think there's, you know, people who are free to play, obviously this helps you if you're free to play, in my opinion, because if you're free to play, this is going to allow you time to catch up on some of the older sets. I believe that this is a reprintable set. Like, I should say this is a set of mostly reprints. I don't know if they have other cards that are like brand new to the format that have never been made before. Yeah, this is not good. We're just gonna have to concede here. We didn't see a single Garchomp, not a single Rampardos. That was terrible. Plus we had all these. That was a bad game. Well, anyway, yeah. So I was just saying, like, you know, the whole FOMO thing is unfortunate, but it is good for free-to-play players who want to catch up on older sets. There were some people on YouTube that mentioned the fact that, you know, is this going to be something where down the road, like, they might make a format where, like, they say, okay, older sets are not going to be legal in this new format. We're going to make a new competitive, like a standard rotation kind of thing. And I don't think that's something that they're interested in doing, because if they're gonna reprint, if they're gonna have a set like this where it's a deluxe edition and they have all these older cards, that to me says that these cards are gonna be here to last. They're here to stay. they're not going to be selling cards if you're not going to be able to play with them, right? So that's what this is all about. All right, so we're playing against a classical Suicune deck. Nothing wrong with that. I think our deck is well positioned against this type of strategy. I mean, that's the whole reason why I played this deck, to be honest with you, is to be able to hopefully beat this Suicune strategy. All right, well, this is not bad. We can at least bench the Skull Fossil. I don't like benching the Skull Fossil, but we can actually make use of it. We just need a rare candy. All right, well, we can get another Geibel from this, and then probably just, I don't even think we need to Pokemon Communication it away. Let's just attack, because, like, what are we looking for, really? Oh, I guess we could look for, I see. I know what we can do. We can Pokemon Communication it away for a middle evolution, like a Gabite, or for a Rampardos, which would be not terrible. All right, there we go. That is not bad at all. We're going to attack here. And they're going to deal 40 to our Geibel, which I'm not a fan of, but it's better than nothing, I guess. And yeah, I mean, I think overall, this I'm excited for this set. So those are the cons. Obviously, the limited time thing, and the pros are that, you know, this is a really good opportunity to, you know, catch up on some of these older sets for people who are free to play. For collectors like me, it's good because, you know, I get to find these really exclusive cards, you know, like, you know, things that just you're it's like kind of like a once in a lifetime thing, right? And I say once in a lifetime with like a little bit of an asterisk, because first of all, they might bring this back in the future. Second of all, it just goes back to that whole FOMO thing and the whole idea of, okay, well, you know, these promos, like these promo EXs, like I'm never going to see Lapras EX ever again. I'm really hoping, and I know that this is just being very hopeful, but I secretly hope that they'll reprint Lapras EX in like the form of a shiny, as a shiny reprint, maybe even in this set. Who knows? I've talked to people on Discord, I've talked to people elsewhere, and it sounds like the overall consensus is that they're not going to do that. I think that those cards are just going to be like, you know, we're just not going to see those cards ever again. And it is a little unfortunate, but what can you do? Oof, we're doing terrible. I was going to say, we got KO'd by the... Oh, can we get like at least a rare candy here? I mean, we're really not doing too great here. I need to bench... I don't like benching Pokemon because that makes Suicune stronger, but we need to bench something so that we can evolve into Garchomp. That's like the only reason why we have to do this. And let's see, we've got 9 cards left and still no rare candy. Like, I'm telling you, it's been really tough playing these style of deck where you like, you know, you have to rely on rare candy, you have to rely on certain cards, because if you don't draw them, then you're just not going to win. It's just a matter of fact. All right, so it's either rare candy or bust now. Let's see if we can get like at least a Garchomp or something. I don't know. All right, well, there you go. That is GG. That is, we're 0 for 2 right now in games, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, if they reprint Lapras, and let's say they reprint, like, you know, Rayquaza, because again, this is a reprint set, right? They said strictly that it's going to be a set where they reprint cards from like previous release sets. So I don't think that they will reprint Lapras EX, at least not in the form of like this set. I mean, they might announce it in the future, maybe in a future set, but I would like to have access to Lapras EX in the future. Like, I don't care too much about, like, okay, being able to trade promos and or whatnot. Like, it'd be nice to do that, but like the next best thing would be obviously to reprint Lapras EX in form of like a shiny or some way for me to play the the card, you know? Like, it would be nice for me to see that card. And I think for other players, you know, people would like to see Blissey EX. People would like to see Necrozma EX or Rayquaza EX. Like, there's all these cards that I think, even the regular Rayquaza, I think, is also exclusive, right? There's a non-EX version of Rayquaza that's also exclusive to promos. So there's a lot of different things that they could do that I don't think they will do. Maybe not yet, at least. They haven't announced that they were going to do it. Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe when we open up the set, they'll surprise us with by showing us that these cards will be legal or something. I don't know. But again, this is very hopeful thinking. I really don't think they're going to be doing anything like that. It would take away from the exclusivity of the promos, and I get that. But they did come out with that survey. Hopefully people mentioned this in the survey that they wanted to see these older cards, these exclusive cards get reprinted or whatever. I mean, it would be nice, but I can't really, unfortunately, you know, there's nothing I can do about it if they're not going to do that. So it is what it is. Let's bench the Skull Fossil just because I don't want to lose an extra card if they, like, you know, in case they red card me or Mars me or whatever. And this is probably going to become a Donphan EX, in which case I'm not too worried. Donphan EX, I think we can beat Donphan EX. Okay, well, Riolu is not the worst. I think we're still going to... Okay, so they're going to do that. I think we're still going to attack the Phanpy, because I think I'm more afraid of Donphan than I am of Lucario. I don't know what this Flail does. This attack does damage to your opponent's active equal to the damage this Pokemon has on it. Okay. Let's see if we can get a Rampardos. Okay, that's not bad. I think we can do better, though. I think we can... So I don't want to attack the Phanpy just yet because I know that they're going to flail me. So I think I'm going to just linear attack the Riolu. But yeah, I mean, it's just a little unfortunate that, you know, I'm not going to be able to get LAPRAS EX. And that's really the only thing I care about right now in this game is, like, are we going to be able to pick up some of these older cards? And, you know, for the most part, people are not going to be playing this game 24/7, right? They're going to be playing games. They're going to be off and on with this game. There's going to be people who are going to take a break from the game, and they're going to miss out on a lot of really interesting, exciting cards. So I think that the moral of the story is we just have to accept FOMO. We have to accept it. I think that's the best, the most I can say. That you know, FOMO's not going away. It's not going away in Pokemon. It's not going away in Magic. It's just something that we have to be willing to live with, I guess, because these promos, they're going to be releasing promotional cards every month. There's going to be cards that we're just not going to be able to have, and I think that's something that we just have to be okay with. There's a chance, I think there's a non-zero chance they bring back LAPRAS EX, at least on the 30th. I think there's a non-zero chance of it, but I think that the chances are more likely that it's just going to be a reprint set of basic cards and not like the promo cards. I don't know if promo cards are coming back. So that's about all I have to say for today. I hope you enjoyed listening to this video and listening to me talk. I was just mostly just losing with the Garchomp deck. I'm going to have to mix things up a little bit. I do have 146 pack hourglasses saved, so I am going to be able to do a free 10-packer when the new set comes out. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be opening up the set once it gets released. I'm probably going to be doing like daily uploads of pack openings when that new set comes out. I'm really excited about Greninja Full Art. I'm really excited about all the cards that are coming out and the exclusivity of it. You know, let me know in the comments what you think. Is it a good set? Are you going to be picking it up? Or are you going to be chilling with the set? Are you going to be are you upset that you know, the metagame's not going to be changing that much? Because a lot of people were concerned about the metagame thing and the fact that, ooh, there's a Japanese one here. A lot of people were concerned that they're not going to see any changes to the metagame because of the fact that there's not going to be any new cards. I think there might be maybe one or two new cards in the set. Again, I don't know, and nobody really knows 100%. You hear rumors all the time, and everyone's saying something different. So let me know in the comments what you think. I'd be interested to hear what everyone has heard, or maybe I'm wrong about certain things. Maybe you've heard differently. I've been looking all over the internet for answers, and I haven't been able to find any clear-cut answers on what have you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you later in the next video. I upload daily videos, so subscribe for more. Take it easy.